today's G20 Jan Bhagidari workshop, celebrating virtually the momentous occasion of India's presidency of the G20 Forum, a premier forum for international economic cooperation. Alongside, we'll be touching some important areas of concern like NEP 2020 that encompasses topics like FLN, Nipun Bharat. So, firstly, let's collect some key information on G20 summit. Now, all of you are very learned, so some inputs, valuable inputs on what is G20. आप अपना माइक अनम्यूट करके आंसर दे सकते हैं. एनी क्यू अबाउट G20, एनीथिंग. You feel like writing? Okay.
It's a group
Yes,
of
ma'am.
nations.
Yes.
Pramendra sir sir, you are saying something?
Okay, okay, ma'am. You
No, ma'am.
continue. Then
Anita,
I'll
ma'am.
ask Pramendra
Start.
sir. Ah,
Okay. It is a group of nations, 20 nations, 19 nations actually, and then one is the European Union. Is it clear? And
yes,
it is for the cooperation of economic, I mean, it is a forum for economic cooperation, mainly. And this time, India is holding the presidency, and so we are having all these programs.
yes. That's very right. And I saw your storytelling recording about the G20 Jan Bhagidari program, and it was fabulous.
Thank
So,
you. Thank you so much.
Pramendra sir, your input, please.
Yes, ma'am. It's a very important organization internationally, and I think the population. This group covers the population of 85% of the earth, and
Yes.
85% of the business also.
Global GDP, you are right. Global GDP, yes, yes. That's right. Thank you for the input, sir. So G20 अंतर्राष्ट्रीय आर्थिक सहयोग का प्रमुख मंच है. ये सभी प्रमुख अंतर्राष्ट्रीय आर्थिक मुद्दों पर वैश्विक संरचना और अधिशासन निर्धारित करने तथा उसे मजबूत करने में महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभाता है. भारत 1 दिसंबर 2022 से 30 नवंबर 2023 तक G20 की अध्यक्षता करेगा. India will hold the presidency of G20 from 1st December 2022 to 30th November 2023. A premier forum again for international economic cooperation, playing an important role in shaping and strengthening global architecture and governance on all major international economic issues. It does not have a permanent secretariat or staff. It rotates annually among the members. It was founded in 1999, comprises of 19 countries and European Union. G20 members represent around, as told by Pramendra sir, 85% of the global GDP and over 75% of the global trade and about two-thirds of world's population. It consists of two parallel tracks, the finance track and Sherpa track. A question for you here. Who is the representing Sherpa from India for G20 summit? Any idea, anyone? Okay, I may be less knowledgeable on this, but I read about someone. Okay, any other guesses? So Ruchi ma'am, will you unmute or and share something? Who's Amitabh Kant? Anyone else can participate and answer.
I think Niti Ayog chairman.
I somewhere okay. As per my collection of news, it's Piyush Goyal, the minister he holds certain concerned departments. So I was expecting we can all cross check about that. And another question that comes in line is who will be handed over the next presidency of G20 after India? There are
India.
after India, who will be
After
getting?
India. Acha.
Okay, right now India is holding the presidency. Madam is
Yes,
right.
ma'am.
That will be Brazil. It's all on G20 official website. So going to further information is about the
Nisha,
logo.
Amitabh Kant is the G20 Sherpa for India.
Ma'am, some more information.
Actually, he is a retired bureaucrat
Okay.
and he was the second chief executive officer of Niti Ayog
Okay.
and is a public policy think tank of the government of India.
So that's great. Even I have been enlightened here. Maybe I may also be wrong somewhere, so I'll welcome wherever you find me that I have less of information. Please correct and contribute your input. So going forward to the logo of G20. What is the logo of G20? The Sanskrit phrase, if anyone can point out. Yes, Kalashpati sir is the right person.
Vasudev Kutumbakam.
Yes, even sir has answered. Kalashpati sir, please. Even Neelam ma'am have answered. Kailash sir, waiting for your input. सर अपना माइक अनम्यूट करके बताइए थोड़ा.
I think Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, one earth,
Yes,
one
yes,
family.
it is one Vasudev Kutumbakam.
वसुधैव कुटुंबकम इसका जो पूरा श्लोक है, अयम निजः परो वेत्ति गणना लघु चेतसाम उदार चरितानाम तु वसुधैव कुटुंबकम. वसुधैव कुटुंबकम में तीन शब्द है, वसुधा एव कुटुंबकम, अर्थात पृथ्वी ही हमारा परिवार है.
Thank you, sir. One earth, one family, one future. Kailash sir, mic mute
Ma'am,
करेंगे please. Yes,
ma'am, I want to share one thing here. The slogan of this Vasudev Kutumbakam has been taken from the yoga,
yes.
because yoga is meant to be to realize our inner selves. So here, India is want to realize its inner self, and we want to share our things with other nations also.
That's
So
true. Keeping the foundation strong of sharing everyone, sharing is caring as well. Going further, for India's G20 presidency also marks the beginning of Amrit Kal, 25-year period beginning from the 75th anniversary of India's independence on 15th August 2022. Now you can see on your screen India's G20 priorities are laid out here. Green development, climate, finance and life, accelerated inclusive and resilient growth, accelerating progress on SDG, Sustainable Development Goals, technological transformation and digital public infrastructure, multilateral institutions for the 21st century, women-led development, the country's map. You can use this PPT as well, and there have been two links that have been provided here. They have extensive information on G20 in Hindi and English that can be shared as part of awareness on G20 and as an event for Jan Bhagidari for G20 again with the parents and the students. The Hindi and English YouTube links are there. Now we'll be seeing some highlights from the development ministers meeting in Varanasi, the recent meeting that was held on June 13. So, Suruchi ma'am, you can share your screen, please. And as a part of the program in association with students, you can have your own ideas about G20 as making your own Sherpas in your class or something like that. Yes, here we are. Is the screen visible to all?
Yes, it is visible.
Thank you, ma'am.
Kashi has been a center of knowledge, discussion, debate, culture, and spirituality for centuries. A warm welcome to each one of you to the oldest living city of the mother of democracy. I strongly believe that it is our collective responsibility not to let the sustainable development goals fall behind. We must ensure that no one is left behind.
We, as the G20, need to be bold in our ambition. We need to come together to address the crisis as one. The theme of the Indian presidency, One Earth, One Family, One Future, therefore, is an urgent call for action. We have approved unanimously two outcomes. One is a G20 action plan on accelerating progress in the Sustainable Development Goals. The second is a G20 high-level principles on lifestyle for sustainable development. It is so far the biggest achievement of our presidency. And it is for the South. Today when countries of the South, global South, read this document, they will actually say, yes, India heard us, India stood up, India put our issues forward before G20.
Thank you, ma'am. So, all of you must have gained some or the other information on G20. You all are very learned in comparison to me. I feel you are acquainted more with this topic. So, just to brush up some of your know-how, there is a quiz link that's there in your chat section. You can go there and just attempt the quiz fast. Whatever you know about it, click on the link and please attempt it. In the meanwhile, I'll ready the next slide. I think it won't take much time. When you're done, you can please unmute and speak that done, or you can message right in the chat box. I believe some of you have already attempted this quiz. This was already there in our KVPP group.
Yes, ma'am. I have done earlier only.
Okay.
Got very less numbers.
No problem, sir. But definitely, it leaves a reason all the more for you to visit the G20 official website. And this video, especially, I took for the recent meeting from the official website itself. So we can appoint a Sherpa in our class and we can just encourage the students to go forward with further knowledge through the G20 website, official website. The authentic information will be available. Press releases are there, media resources are there, so they can also stay updated. Next, moving on to, as time constraint, we are moving on to the next part, that is, my screen is visible to all.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, it is visible.
Thank you for the answer. Let's move on to NEP 2020, which was already done in a previous session with Madam Suruchi on day 8 of the virtual celebration of Jan Bhagidari program. Now, present before you are certain cues only, because you already have known a lot about it, discussed a lot. So let's see. The second slide somewhere just gives you, ma'am, you can just fill in any information, Monica ma'am, for that. Uh, National Education Policy chart is before you, which you can use again. Then that is showing somewhere the journey of the different commissions, the different reforms, and so they have been laid out, which can be later on studies as well. We have discussed a lot in the previous session because the strategies to scale up multilingualism is another concern here for the workshop. So access and equity, which was equity was discussed throughout about any NEP. Then quality education lays the stress on that. It is designing a vision and framework for school education and higher education. It has been done in four parts. Part one is school education. Part two is higher education. Part three is other key areas of focus, and part four is how to make it happen. So I believe the original document now goes to 66 pages along with the bibliography or information like that. Some other key points are here. Those who would have missed out on the other session, universal access for pre-primary to from pre-primary to grade 12 EC, early childhood care education, replacing the system with 10 plus 2 with 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. Then national mission on foundational literacy and numeracy is quite a concern. Multilingualism and the power of language is another for our workshop as well. Reforms in exam, new assessment center parak, equitable and inclusive education, teacher recruitment, standard accreditation for school education, and vocational education. That also makes a huge concern in NEP 2020. Specific points which cater to this workshop, you can read out from the original document, these pages. Page 13, that is from point 4.11 to 4.22, is dedicated to multilingualism and the power of languages, and the page 15 elaborates curricular integration of essential subjects and skills and capacities. Page 22 again cites from 5.15 to 5.16, continuous professional development for teachers. This is the basic change in the structure which we all are aware with by now. Now it is again time to assess your know how. So I'll leave you on this page to go through it, and I'll share the quiz link again, which you can attempt if you feel like. Later on, also, you can do it because it is in one of the slides only. Well, in the meantime, you attempt. I should not forget to take inputs from everyone present here. Please, anyone who would like to contribute anything about G20 or NEP so far, anything that is a new information to you, or you have an opinion. There was a workshop I would like to add with other schools day before yesterday, which we some of the teachers from our school have attended, and there were talks about the contribution of GDP. They were talking about the concern was raised by the guest of honor, Professor Vijay Verma. I believe Dr. Manish is also here from second shift. He was also present there. Some teachers from our primary wing were there, and he mentioned that it's the intention of the teachers that's more important, that's really strong, and school has to accord the children with exposure, free will, and experimentation. So there was stress on that. Anyone who would like to present an input here, apart from attempting the quiz about NEP or G20?
Yes, ma'am. This G20 Ganbagidari activities, this educational cooperation group activity is going on, I think, in Pune. And
Okay, sir.
then the KVS is participating in that, and in collaboration with that, these activities are going on for 15 years, from 1st June to 15th June in Delhi also, in Delhi all KVs. So we are part of that meeting is going on. I think meeting is held on that is completed in Pune.
Okay, sir.
And total 71 cities have been selected for the different meetings in this 4 year activity, G20 activity.
That's right.
This is also some information because this activity is going on further also. This
Yeah.
will go on
Yes, this will go on. You were sharing your concerns
till
about a
December.
new plan coming up, na? You were saying that there is a
Till
new
December.
plan coming up about collaboration with your neighboring schools.
Yes, yes, yes. And today we have to submit a plan of activities and report also. There is a hand holding with the neighboring school.
Okay, hand holding
Uh,
is
means the schools who have less facilities and we KVs are well equipped, so we can provide some, we can share some facilities to with them also.
that's right, sir.
It's a hand holding activity. Today we have to submit a plan for the year and what activity conducted by us in the month of May. I think it is nil.
Mm. So we have to chalk
This is
out
a
a plan and
under program
dedicate
Vidyanjali.
Vidyanjali.
Vidyanjali
Yes.
program is also going to be launched.
So teachers will be expected to contribute there, sir.
And the
Yes.
activity has not been done. So now we have to start the Vidyanjali activities also.
Fine. Then I believe the quiz has been attempted. The link was shared in your chat again. Anyone else? I think someone from social science department would like to contribute anything. Any input? वीके सिंह सर आप भी हैं यहाँ सर कुछ नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी और G20 पर
क्या
अपना कुछ
करना
ओपिनियन
क्या
कुछ
करना
ओपिनियन
बताइए आप लोग। आप कुछ
आप अपना
दीजिए।
कुछ ओपिनियन शेयर करिए
सुन रहा हूँ मैं।
हमारी नॉलेज तो कम ही है
नहीं नहीं, हमारी नॉलेज नहीं है इसमें।
ओके सर क्विज आप लोग अपने टाइम से टंडन सर वुड यू लाइक टू से समथिंग यस सर प्लीज
As Tendon reiterated that day last meeting also, the biggest concern is the spending of
या
percentage of GDP
कंट्रीब्यूशन
on education.
yes that was raised as a
Today,
concern by the DU professor who was chairing the
no,
workshop
no,
we
no.
can
This
say the
why
webinar
it is concerned. Why it is concerned and alarming. 1968 also we have planned we will spend 6% of GDP. This is a target, and today also the target is same, and we are not able to achieve 2 point something, 2.8. I think last budget we have spent on education.
that's right sir
So this
yes
is the
Tandon sir.
biggest concern.
That's right. Tandon sir.
No, madam, the question is same almost. Please carry on. You are
Okay.
मैडम
saying this
मैडम
minor.
हाँ
मैडम G20 में एक सबसे बड़ा एजेंडा ये भी है, महिला सशक्तिकरण का,
जी सर जी सर
लेडीज नेतृत्व विकास के लिए भी है।
जी सर
तो आप नेतृत्व कर रही हैं, ये बड़ी बात है।
नहीं सर हमें टास्क असाइन किया गया हम आप लोगों के गाइडेंस में ही काम कर रहे हैं सो लेट्स मूव ऑन टू
ये
नेक्स्ट
G20 का एक बड़ा एजेंडा
Clap,
है।
clap for Nisa ma'am.
सर
हाँ,
सारा वुमेन एम्पावर्ड है हमारा स्कूल का वी हैव अ वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग प्राइमरी डिपार्टमेंट they actually deserve the applaud because I have seen the day 15 activity 14 activities on G20 Jan Bhagidari event and they have possibly covered all the aspects on FLN on Nipun Bharat on multilingualism they are trying to cover up all kind of strategies and they are ahead of us from secondary and senior secondary in a way because they are 3.0 in Nishta and rather we are at this 2.0 level so last 2 days have gone in going through all this information itself now we'll look at the videos related to the next topic that's FLN foundational literacy and numeracy ma'am we have the videos we can play them in series two videos for foundational literacy FLN Suruchi ma'am will be sharing her screen.
This journey of learning is such a fun ride. With wings of literacy and numeracy, we can fly far and high. No mountain is too big, no ocean too wide. We learn to play and play to learn. Imagine things, win challenges. Yes, we are getting smarter and more caring. So much is being done to give us a strong foundation, like
बच्चों में सामान्य लेख को पढ़ने और समझने की क्षमता का विकास ये बहुत आवश्यक होता है। बच्चा आगे जाकर रीड टू लर्न करे, इसके लिए जरूरी है कि शुरुआत में वो लर्न टू रीड करना सीखे। लर्न टू रीड से रीड टू लर्न की ये विकास यात्रा फाउंडेशनल लिटरेसी एंड न्यूमरेसी के माध्यम से पूरी की जाएगी।
the launch of National Education Policy 2020 for our all-round development. It covers logical thinking, problem solving, alphabets and numbers, play, discover, learn, self-identity, and the spirit of teamwork. Next is National Curriculum Framework for Foundational Stage for Holistic Development. Then we have Nipun Bharat and Vidya Pravesh. When my parents learned about all these initiatives, they were pleasantly surprised and amazed to see our new ways of learning using technology. Even the teachers are given special training so they can make us learn better. After all, it is about foundational literacy and numeracy, a way to prepare us for a better tomorrow, a better world. G20, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, one earth, one family, one future. Vasudhaiva
Ma'am, the second one as well. In the meantime.
Hi everyone. My name is Divas, and I have
Education and learning begins from birth. Education and learning begins from birth and early childhood. Children naturally absorb knowledge through their real-life experiences. They learn best through play and in a joyful environment. The foundational learning is an indispensable prerequisite for all future learning. For this reason, in India's National Education Policy 2020, the focus has been emphasized upon foundational learning, which is aligned with the vision of India's Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji.
राष्ट्रीय शिक्षा नीति के तहत फाउंडेशनल लिटरेसी एंड न्यूमरेसी के विकास को एक राष्ट्रीय मिशन के रूप में लिया जाएगा। प्रारंभिक भाषा का ज्ञान, संख्या का ज्ञान, बच्चों में सामान्य लेख को पढ़ने और समझने की क्षमता का विकास ये बहुत आवश्यक होता है।
Under his leadership, the Ministry of Education has been driving the goal of foundational literacy and